Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your May general love reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Sagittarius. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind. To only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone else who needs to hear this message. Hi cross watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Sagittarius. Who wouldn't be? I'd like to remind Sagittarius and cross-watchers that energy is fluid. And this simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. All right, Sagittarius, let's go ahead and get your reading started. I'm first going to use my sound bowl to clear and set the energy for you guys. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And tune into the energy of Sagittarius. All right, let's go ahead and see what messages Spirit, God, the universe has for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, anyone dealing with the Sagittarius in regards to love and romance. What do you need to know about your love life right now? What is unfolding? What energy is around your psychic aura in regards to who has romantic feelings or intentions towards you right now? So Sagittarius, you got two cards. First one is trust. It is safe to trust in this situation and then retreat. Time alone or in nature will help you recharge. Okay, so straight up what I'm getting so far from this is that there's an energy around you that may have felt like you retreated from them or they may have retreated from you, but there's a specific reason for that. And if there is a separation you've been going through that has been difficult, hard to understand, I really don't feel like that's the end between the two of you, but something had to change and someone had to do it alone on their own journey before they can meet you in your alignment. The letter R is sticking out to me, as in Rachel, as in Ryan. First, middle, last initial may mean something to someone, or someone's name, first, middle, last, could end with an R. But anyway, what I'm kind of feeling from this is that Spirit, God, the universe wants to tell someone right now in this moment that this separation or this break had to happen for the highest good. And that's why Spirit wants you to trust in this. But I got a feeling there's something that is not over yet. Just when you thought it was all over, maybe they'll be coming back. I mean, 'tis the season, it is Mercury retrograde. Or maybe someone that has retreated is coming back. And Spirit is saying to trust the reason for that. Interesting. Let's dig a little bit deeper into this. You could be dealing with an earth sign, a Taurus, a Virgo, or Capricorn, or you could have strong earth in your chart. Tell me more about this situation in regards to Sagittarius' love life, Spirit. These cards are slippery. Okay, let's see. Ooh, so you guys got Tewaz. Honor, justice, leadership and authority, analysis, rationality, knowing where one's true strengths lie, willingness to self-sacrifice. So, okay, the situation's getting a lot more clear to me from what I'm seeing here. What I kind of see is that someone's coming back to make things right. There's something that they feel they have to do. I'm also feeling for some of you guys an apology coming your way, Sagittarius. Someone that wants to apologize for what happened, what they couldn't do before. But different than some of the other signs I was feeling, and trust me, we'll see if we get there, but I am not afraid to tell people if there's a bad energy. Someone has been doing the work. Someone has been realizing that their own pain, their own wounds, their own sabotage was really getting in the way of their own happiness. And they feel like they found something special with you, Sagittarius. And maybe it's even something that they've been haunted by that they did or didn't do that now they feel is the right time to clear it all up. You know, I almost feel like this is coming through as a text message, but it's like you deleted their number, but it's going to come back as, you know, their number, and you have to make sure that that was the right one you had originally saved or something like that, that it's really them. I don't know, something along those lines. But the healing you've done, Sagittarius, separately from this person that you didn't show them in some way, Spirit, God, the universe is making the opportunity to clear out whatever still needs to be cleared out. And we can pull some more cards to see if this is meant to kind of grow or if it's meant to give some sort of closure here. But someone really does feel that you need an explanation, that you deserve an answer. And I do feel you're going to get that answer by the end of this month. Tell me more. What does this person want to tell Sagittarius? You are like an angel. Whoa. Okay, so this person does have a lot of respect for you, Sagittarius. And like I said, with however things ended, whatever they left on, they felt really bad about it. Really bad about it. And even if it's not anything so dramatic, even if it was just they ended things with you but couldn't explain why, there was something where they felt as if you deserved better. I mean, they're holding you in the highest form of an angel, right? They may have called you that. Someone could even have like wings tattooed onto them or like a feather tattoo, or you've been finding a lot of feathers. But they really do feel that you have this pure energy, this loving energy. And that's why they're coming back to make it right, because they think that you are someone that deserves to know the truth. Whoa, that's deep. All right, let's pull some cards. So tell me more about what's going on here. The Strength card. Leo energy. Some of you could be dealing with the Leo or someone with strong Leo in their chart. But what they couldn't do before, they can do now. They've built up the courage. They've built up the determination. And even more so than what they're doing that makes them feel good. You know, the thought of having you back, sure, would make them very happy. But they're doing this more so because they want to act out of their higher good. I do feel as if they've been working through their own ways with their own spirit guides, their own ancestors, whether they are aware of that or not. But they've been getting some sort of information about, in order to really move forward and move on, or even if you do want Sagittarius, then this must happen. You have to face it. You have to own it. And I do think they're owning it here. Okay, the challenge of this is judgment. Fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. I also feel Scorpio energy with that card there. They've been afraid of your judgment, Sagittarius. And interestingly enough, how an angel is depicted here, right? You know, there's a lot that they are realizing when they face you again. There's going to be things that are going to be said, that are going to be talked about. I do feel as if they're very aware as to they know they may deserve like a verbal calling out for sure, but they know you're right. I don't know. Why is that coming through? Maybe something that you tried to confront them with before. They said you were wrong. That wasn't the case, whatever, but you were right. Kind of similar to the energy I was picking up on for Scorpio's reading. Let's go ahead and get into this. Bottom of the deck, the Page of Swords. Yeah, air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. There's a lot that they've been learning. For some, there could be someone that's much younger in the connection, in the relationship. Before, they may have been very bad with communicating. I do feel more so in the sense that they're just very sensitive and they would react more than kind of getting the understanding behind it. But they've done a lot to kind of look at things in a higher perspective, in a brighter way. And you've had a lot of influence on that change within their mental body, Sagittarius. Maybe because they view you as being someone that, despite the challenges they go through, despite everything that's happened to them, you still act out of your greatest and highest good. You don't choose to lower your own energy to kind of meet someone in a vibration you're not settled in. So almost as if that influence has made them think a lot about you. There's definitely an indication here with the Page of Swords that they may, in the meantime, have been spying on your social media, been checking up on you, haven't been reaching out, holding back from reaching out because they did have this awareness that they did not want to, settle the score with you until they really had the right idea, the right plan. They were thinking of ways of how they were going to write this out to you, how they were going to say this to you. Definitely they tried before, but then deleted it last second before it could really follow through and send through. But this is something they've been thinking about doing for a long time. I can definitely confirm that for you. Someone likes to wear black boots. But anyway, let's get into it. The center of this is the Strength card. So now it is the right time because they build up the courage. They've built up the integrity to finally do what needed to be done a long time ago. And again, for reasons that are specific to your situation, timing wasn't right before. There was a lot someone wasn't ready to understand or learn at the time about love and romance that they understand now. There's someone, they may have told you how much they love your smile. Someone could have dimples. Someone could have something unique about their smile or really great teeth. I don't know, but they miss seeing your smile and making you smile. And I feel with the Strength card here overall, yeah, there's something that they're doing now that they couldn't do before. For whatever reason that is. Can I get a little bit more information, Spirit? What is the Strength card all about? Recognition and reward with 3 of Pentacles and the sacral chakra activation. So this wants to be made to your awareness, Sagittarius, about who this is. Maybe your sacral chakra was activated, upgraded, or maybe meeting you, theirs was. But with this 3 of Pentacles, Capricorn energy, I do want to say that they're coming back because they do want to work on this. They do want to see if there's anything that can be rebuilt. They do want to make the effort to try to tell you, how much you really have meant to them, how much that they really have looked up to you as someone that has been through so much and doesn't let anyone or anything get them down, how much they do honor you and respect you. They do view you as the one person that they think they can have a serious long-term relationship with. And they want to build on where it left off. Now, again, I'm just communicating everything they're feeling and thinking about this, whether that's realistic or not. These are all the reasons why they're getting the strength to do this now, Sagittarius. This could be someone you work with or have met at work at a previous job, perhaps. What's crossing this is Judgment. Yeah, fire energy, Scorpio energy, and this is what's preventing them from doing this up until now. They know it's kind of a slim chance that this could be revitalized. They may know that what you have to say, maybe a final judgment has already been passed. Something that they've been afraid to face. Something they've been afraid to hear. So Sagittarius, you do carry a weighty impact on them. And your words, your memories have always had a big impact on them. And they're afraid too that the timing, they waited too long. If they had just done this sooner, maybe this could give them a higher chance of having this 3 of Pentacles revitalization with you. But the fact they waited so long, maybe they missed the call. They missed the opportunity. Because they took so long. But again, I gotta say, Spirit did bring these 2 cards out for a reason of trust and retreat. The time had to happen. And I know that's a message a lot of people don't like to hear, but let's face it, it's like baking bread. I use this metaphor a lot, so bear with me if you've heard it, but you don't want to take it out of the oven when it's still gooey. In the middle, it's not going to be good. You have to wait for it to finally cook and be ready for the right time to enjoy it. And I think that Spirit, God, the universe is also saying, especially with the Tower, which we'll get to in a minute, that they had to intervene in separating the two of you. Because there was something that, if it was going to continue in the alignment they were in, would definitely never work out again. And I think there's more to this than just having it end the way it did. What's crowning this is the Two of Wands, Aries energy. So I do feel as if someone has made up their mind. Something was holding them back before, maybe the fear of your judgment, maybe the fear of messing everything up, of missing the right opportunity to go forward with this. But with the Two of Wands, they're just pulling up their bootstraps and just getting through with it and getting on with it. If you have seen that they've come back, Sagittarius, if you already know that they have, there's a new energy about them that feels like they really are trying to do more. So like keep the conversation going through text message. But what's really pushing them is their desire for you. They have plans about now that's more solid than what they did before, of where they want this to go and sticking through to it. They do view you as someone that is a soulmate. I do see that very clearly with this Two of Wands, and they've always been drawn to you. Now, if you have yet to hear from this person, see from this person, yeah, they're coming back with a whole new mindset, with brand new dreams, brand new goals of what they want to envision for the two of you. And it may seem a bit like overwhelming at first because it's so direct. And I'm saying that because what's rooting this is the Seven of Wands, Leo energy. So again, there may be times or when this person comes back that you will feel as if there has to be a guard first. And it could definitely be because of the reason why they left in the first place, because of some sort of Tower moment. But with the Seven of Wands, I have to say they're a lot more stable now. They're a lot more sure now than they were before. And they know this is not a cakewalk, okay? They know you're not going to roll out the red carpet. They know you're not going to just give them the benefit of the doubt. They know that this is something they're going to have to fight for and work hard for to get you to open up again. And to reiterate, they know this is fair. They know it's absolutely fair, and they don't blame you for your defensiveness. They don't blame you for your guard. And if, again, they haven't reached out yet, I do want to say that if you were to hear them out, they're excited to show you and tell you how far they've really come through their growth, through their maturity. They do realize before that they were closed off to you, that they were defensive towards you, but that's because there was a lot of wounds at the time they weren't really ready to face. And maybe for some, there is definitely in the past or before some sort of fear of commitment, some sort of fear of not being single anymore, of losing some sort of independence. That was keeping them away from opening the door fully to you, Sagittarius. And maybe even the last conversation you two had was very aggressive or abrupt. And that still is kind of something that they realize they didn't act the best in, and are realizing that's one of the things they'll have to face. They said something they didn't mean, and they know that hurt you, and they'll have to kind of own that as well. For those of you that is your message, they're completely aware of it. They also know that your family member and friends may not be the biggest fan of them. And so if you guys were to give this another try or another work, that they'd have to deal with the naysayers between the two of you. How they view you, Sagittarius, is the Wheel of Fortune. Sagittarius energy, Pisces energy. Some of you got multiple Sagittarius placements. But this is what's fueling them to come back, in combination of this angel card here, that they really do view you to be this high vibrational loving being kind being. You know, with this Wheel of Fortune, there's a lot that your presence in their life has impacted, has made a change in for the best and for the better. You're someone they'll always remember. You're someone that they'll always know to have a strong impact in their life, for making them want to do better, to want to improve. With this Wheel of Fortune, you are someone that's going places. I mean, you do have a destiny that is pretty set. I do feel as if there's nothing that's ever kept you down. I'm looking at the Ouroboros in the middle of this wheel here, and there's cycles that karmically you've cleared out, that you have settled. And there's something here that they still feel as if there's destiny between the two of you. For the fact that they still want this as much as they do with you, for the fact that they feel this is the time to make things right. There's something here they feel now is the time to do it with you. You are the right person to do it for. They feel that they met you for a very specific reason, and that could be the catalyst for their own soul growth, their own spiritual growth, Sagittarius. But you are someone they view as always lighting up a room, someone who is the life of the party, who has a lot of friends, who is very strong, and despite everything, very blessed. And even if you don't feel that way all the time, they do look at everything that you were able to accomplish and see that you are someone that is meant to overcome, meant to heal. And maybe with the Wheel, Sagittarius, there has been something you've recently achieved, some sort of financial gain, some sort of career gain, some sort of job that is kind of setting you off and catapulting into something that is just expanding further and further in your life. Now, how you view them, Sagittarius, is the Tower. And I am not surprised to see this. Scorpio energy, Aries energy. You do feel as if they were the one that kind of blew it. They were the ones that sabotaged something that you felt was so strong between the two of you. There was a lot of shakeups that this person kind of gave in your life. They definitely caught you off guard, and maybe even their reappearance or their coming back is going to kind of shake you a little bit. Because maybe you were pretty settled with the fact that nothing was going to happen from this, or that they were gone for good. But with this Tower here, I do feel as if this person's return or this person's energy just coming through the reading is something that you'll still remember to always be something significant as far as a part of your lessons of what you had to heal and go through in love and romance. And they're aware that they gave you a Tower moment. They're aware that they shook things up. But I also think Sagittarius, in some way, by their reappearance, you're also understanding that there was something to the equation that Spirit, God, the universe wasn't ready to show you before, that they're showing you now. I definitely feel as if when they're coming back, you're not seeing their ego in the way you did before. The defensiveness, the guardedness, the snappiness that I'm kind of seeing with this Page of Swords and the Seven of Wands. They've completely eradicated that side of themselves. And I do feel for some of you, you may view them as being someone that has a temper, had temper issues, or a bad ability to control their emotions. It was 0 to 100 or all or nothing with this person. But that is something that Spirit, God, the universe wanted them to work on. And maybe you felt as if they put you too high of an expectation on too much for you to kind of be this perfect person you can never be. Because none of us are. So a lot that you view from this person, their appearance or whatever that you remember from this person, you remember the Tower and the scar they kind of give you. Now, it's, again, up to you, Sagittarius, completely whether you want to continue with this person or just close things out. But I think that whatever is going to be said, whatever you guys are working on currently, is going to kind of finally give an answer to why this Tower moment with this person had to happen. And maybe that's all the closure you kind of need to finally move on, to expand in the way that you're meant to expand in this moment at this time. All right, Sagittarius, to see the likely outcome of the situation, what are they likely to do from now to the end of the month that you need to know and be aware of? And also, we're just going to pull some more cards to dive deeper into the situation. Anything else that Spirit, God, the universe wants you to know about this person in this situation. We're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you the likely outcome and just dive in. So if you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box and you'll find the link to Vimeo, which will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where you depart, Sagittarius, I really hope that this reading resonated with you. I hope it gave you clarity, insight, healing, guidance in regards to whatever it is you're going through in your love life at this time. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Sagittarius, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Sagittarius.